My name is Teri McDaniel. Here we have Miss Hamilton. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Ms. Hamilton. I am a 12-year mathematics and science teacher. I have taught in now my fourth school district, and I've taught our grades from 6 through 12. So I'm very excited to be here to share with you today.
Thank you, Miss Hamilton. What's the best advice you could give me with wanting to be kind of like an algebra teacher and be a math teacher?
I would definitely say, as far as content goes, be strong in content, but also be willing to learn different techniques. We are in a different age from when I was a student, even to when I was your teacher. Um, to even compare my experience as a high school student and then my experience as a high school teacher in the same school where I went to school was completely different. So just to be open to, one, learning different techniques of presentation for your students, because we say all the time there's one way to, do anything. There's more than one way to do anything.
Is there a con to doing Google and not being in the classroom?
Oh, absolutely. I had a student actually say to me today, I sent out notices for those students who had not completed certain assignments this week. And he said, I'm sorry, Miss Hamilton. I thank you for letting me make up my work. He said he had been struggling with virtual. We're on block schedule, so we switch classes, different set of students, that kind of thing. And he said that he had been struggling with virtual learning, that he would, rather be in the class.
How do you make your classroom more engaging and things like that for the classroom? I know that you guys are using Google and things like that, but when you was in the classroom, you might have thought of games for kids to play and things like that. What things, new literacies, are you guys doing to incorporate that into your studies?
So one of the things that I swear by, and I've been doing it like even outside of virtual, I love Kahoot. Kahoot is one of those websites where you can put questions in this trivia format.
What technology do you use to adapt to students' individual needs? Since everyone is looking at you face to face, how do you get that one-on-one time, or how do you create a different lesson from a student who might need extra help or who's advanced?
Great question. One thing that you can do in Zoom as well as in Google, the platform that we use, is create breakout rooms. So you can do a breakout room type of session where you group 2 or 3 students together. Let's say that you analyze your data from a previous session and say, okay, this particular group of students is struggling with vocabulary from quadratics or whatever the lesson is that you're teaching. So you can group those students together and put them in one breakout room. If you have some students who are pretty proficient in one area, but they're weak in another, you can group those together. So it's kind of like ability grouping. You can put your low students together so you can work with that group. You can put your middle students together, and usually they're able to navigate through some things. Somebody in one group is stronger than another, and they can help each other out. Or you can kind of mix your high and your mid group together, so you can have some of those students who for sure understand, help out those students who, are pretty much in that middle range, and, kind of get them on the right track while you're working with those lower students. So the breakout room is a great strategy. And other, additional resources that are designed to kind of help move students along. Like I create different kind of interactive things that they can use to kind of build up what's going on. So one of my interactive things may be a drag and drop for vocabulary, just to solidify that you even understand what's going on from a vocabulary standpoint. And I like this new thing that our school district has gotten. It's called BoardWorks. And what it pretty much does is it has pre-built lessons in there that are interactive themselves. So the students can either with me go through as a whole group kind of setting, or I can assign it by group or assign it individually, and they can click through and work on it on their own time. and it'll give them, you know, it'll allow them to change numbers and see how, you know, the problems change and the answers change and that kind of thing. So pretty much anything that I can find that I feel like will help, I'll make it available to anybody, but especially to my students who are struggling.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Hamilton, for doing this Zoom with me. That was my last question. And